Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Betrayal at Krondor. We have found the location of Pug, but he is in a barrier. We cannot breach that. We need to find some way around it, so let's go out to the shore. I wonder if we can look at the water. Nope. I mean, it seems weird and coincidental that we would find, we would end up on the one island where... Oops. The one island where the, gods were hiding. I'm very happy that these things cannot cast spells. Go over here and start bopping him. Why do they move like... Oh, they probably move to give their companions better ranged shots, I assume. It's not as easy for me to do that as it is for them. Because, like, if I move right here, that ends my turn. Unless there's a command that I don't know about, which is entirely possible. I mean, it took me forever to know what that button did. I thought it did something else that I misremembered. Probably remembering it from some other game. Alright, let's see. Do you guys have anything for me? Nope. Nope. You've got a single herbal pack. That is useful. Okay. Back on to the road south. So I'm avoiding a lot of stuff. Got more mana. Gonna have to cast a few more spells before I get any more. Alright, let's go ahead and just rest. In fact, let's just camp until healed. Even though that was a lot. But there's been food laying around that we haven't picked up, so I'm not too worried about that. Sword is still not damaged in any way. Alright, so we got a house and some more of the gold crystals, but again, I think I'm going to pass by a lot of the stuff until I can get my full party. It's a pretty normal looking bridge. Pentathian hadn't noticed them. Okay, so now we have an actual Pentathian. Alright, let's go ahead and save. The enemy was surprised. "Serpent men!" Owen shouted as they rushed forward. "I have a feeling this isn't going to be pleasant." Well, Evil Seek seems like a good idea, right? Not as much damage as the other guys. Interesting. Get up there. You know what? Let's Evil Seek again, because I do not want that guy running away if I can help it. And why the hell not? Let's Evil Seek again. Okay, down he goes, down he goes. Take him out, please. Thank you. nothing on that one. It didn't cast anything, which does feel a little bit weird. Oh, wow, that was, like... Oh, maybe it's based on the power level. Alright. I should keep that in mind as well. Because that might be very important to know. Alright. Where does this road go? The road is not particularly clear on my map. In part because you can see that it's just a very slight difference in shade. Okay, I think we're gonna... Did I check the... I did. Maybe I should check this. 35. Good. Okay, so we got a lot now. Yeah, it's got to be based on the power level. Alright, we're gonna hug the coastline, I think. Hope that I don't need to do any resting, any fighting. Owen struggled to make sense of it all. As the enemy advanced, he fought to control the slow-moving pain that was warming his stomach and numbing his limbs. Okay. Looks like we've got actual Pentathians. Which I did not notice out on the world map. Take you out. Is that guy actually trying to run? He might be. Okay, Owen needs to run the hell away. Okay, there we go. What are you doing? Down you go. Would you get back here? You guys are being very, very odd. Come back here. One is just gonna rest until he gains all of his hit points back, kind of thing. Okay, nothing on that one. Nothing on that one. And nothing on that one. Alright. Not a whole lot of stuff around here. The door burst open. The creatures that streamed out formed a curious formation, as if they were trying to protect something inside the strange little dwelling. Unsure how best to deal with the situation, Owen shot a glance at Gorath. A heartbeat later, the battle was joined. Yeah, you move back here first. You go after that thing. You just keep recovering. I want to take care of the bug. You got this, right, Gorath? Yeah, I guess so. It's not like they're trying very hard to kill us. Yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and rest. Lean on my staff a little bit, you know. Yeah, I'll do all the work. I get it. I appreciate that. Thanks. You got this, Gorath. He takes one step forward. Come, get your butt back here. I will kill you. Dang it. Gorath, why'd you let him go? Look, the player misclicked, alright? It's not my fault. Aha! He's come to engage me. Whack. Ooh. He was alive. Unsure whether it was skill or luck that had won them the fight. I'm kind of going to go with neither, because it wasn't skill on our part. The enemies didn't do anything, other than the beetle. Gorath's abilities have increased. Hey, I'm not surprised. Accuracy, melee, and strength. Yeah, that's good stuff. I don't know if it's a bug or what, but they're definitely not trying very hard. I wonder if the AI can't handle the fact that they don't have magic or something. I don't know. What do we have inside here? Owen approached the strange door. Nudging it open, he peered inside into the building, and finally assured that they were alone, went inside. Let's have a look around. Perhaps we'll find something in here we can use. Yeah, I'll take the mana. 92. Alright, still do not need to use a whetstone. What is going on with that? I'm going to leave this crummy whetstone behind then. Alright, we got 14 rations and 6 rations. I guess I will take all of those. And we have the Cup of Rlnn Skrr. This must be a fake. It only has one R. Tarnished, dented, peeling. While age had left its marks on the ancient ceremonial cup, it had not diminished the majesty of the artisan's work. 4 leprous serpents reared from the sides of the battered chalice, their eyes of ruby seething with mysterious intent. Mine. Okay. Well, there's another building over here. I guess we'll check it as long as we're down here. Regular rations. I'm going to leave that stuff behind for now. Let's fly along the road until we get back to our destination. I suppose we can check out this one. Gorath approached the strange dwelling. Head tilted slightly to one side, he stared intently at the ground, listening, his eyes darting back and forth like fish in a bowl. Last he raised his head. I cannot be certain, but I have a strong feeling we will be very unwelcome visitors here. Alright, I'll wait. Let's go this way. Make our way up to the bridge. And I guess we'll camp. And zip on back up to where we killed those guys. Okay, there's the corner of the protective barrier. Let's get over to the water. Seriously? Okay, there we go. There we go, back onto the road. And resting we go again. Okay, here we are. I think it's going to be that one that we want. But let's actually see what happens when we use it. Owen trembled as he attempted to summon the powers confined within the cup. At the edges of his mind, he felt a strong presence, as if something wished to intrude upon his consciousness. Only with the greatest strength of will was he able to drive off the darkness within the artifact. "I don't think this is the time to use this," Owen gasped, staring at it. "Perhaps Pug will understand it." I don't think that was a... Yeah, it doesn't seem like it was a bad thing. Alright. Owen touched Dotsavan's column. Feeling the familiar presence stir within, he waited, patiently for the entity to respond to his mental call. "You have returned with the cup," the voice said calmly. "That is well. The abandoned progeny of the Pentathians will now be denied access to the hall. We can be assured they will never again hear from their Midkemian mistress, though their re-established contact with their brethren holds dire consequences for the future of your world. But for now, you have no need of concern. The cup's powers may now be subdued until the time it is needed again." "Pug's welfare still remains," Owen said firmly. "We have run to the limits of this island for you. Now we wish to know where you have him kept." "He is safe within a structure constructed by the Pentathiandin. The protective barrier that kept him within the structure will be removed once you locate him. He misapprehended the scope of the cup's powers. When he awakened its powers to seek the mind of his lost daughter, it overwhelmed him and reduced him to little more than a helpless child." "You imprisoned him so you could protect him?" Owen gasped. "To save his life?" An amused quality lent itself to the god's mental reply, though Owen felt certain such feelings were beyond a god. "As an individual, he is of little interest to us, but we saved his life in honor of a kindness done for the last survivor of our world's Holocaust by one known as Macros. He knew of these events and asked that the one known as Pug be sheltered until you returned here with the cup. Already he has regained most of his identity and memory, but his abilities will yet be impaired for some months. You will also find that the way is open to a place that would have gained you your deaths if you had gone there. The ancient lands once occupied by the Valeru during their wars here. There are artifacts there that may be of help to you in your battles. You may now leave, but take the cup with you. With it you may teach Pug any of the spells you know." Ooh, neat. Here I come, Pug. I'm coming to save you. Alright, there's nothing else on the map to deal with at the moment, at least along this road, other than, you know, nighttime. So let's take care of that. I feel like we got injured or something. I don't know, maybe not. There was motion in the tent. Tent? Pushing back the strangely woven door flap of the tent, a short man stepped forward and squinted at them. Unassuming in most respects, he walked casually forward, as if it were not at all unexpected that he would find humans in the strange desert world. "Where's Tomas? It is important I speak with him." "He was unable to come, and he sent us after you. He gave us the spell which you left to him." "Unable to come? Why? What has happened to him?" "He was injured during an attack on Elvandar by the Moradel. Queen Aglarana assured us that he will be all right." "I can't believe that Makala's plans would be served by sending you here. So for the moment I will have to trust your word. In looking at you, it occurs to me that your face is familiar. Are you the magician boy who came to Krondor with Senor Locklear a few months ago?" Close your robe, man. "Yes, and you remember Gorath?" "His face has been hard for me to forget these last few nights. He was the first tool of Makala's in this grand scheme." "You accuse us of being liars and spies?" "I'm not implicating you were a willing participant, Gorath. You were as unknowing in your part as I must assume Delicon is in his. When he said he had raised the war banners of Mermendamus over Sarsagoth, I became somewhat alarmed. Having seen Mermendamus's death with my own eyes, I had no reason to believe he still lived, but forces acting in his name caused the calamity at Sethanon, and I thought it possible the Pentathians were once again responsible. After some investigation, I found they were indeed interfering with affairs in the kingdom, but were acting through a band of magical thieves searching for various magical items, trinkets, in no way directly responsible for what was happening in the Northlands, or posing immediate threat to Midkemia. With the issue resolved, I believed then Delican was merely exploiting the reputation of his predecessor to gain power. So then what did Gorath tell you that was so important? It was only after Makala tricked me into coming here that Gorath's testimony to Prince Arutha took on any significance. In passing, he had mentioned Delican wearing a helm of black shaped like a dragon. Myrmindamus wore such a helm, and had it with him when Prince Arutha cut him down. Whoever had given Delican Myrmindamus' helm had to have been inside the caverns beneath Sethanon. There are only 4 magicians I can think of who might have had the wiles to slip inside the first perimeter of defenses that have been placed there. One is Macros, but since he was instrumental in averting catastrophe there, I cannot believe he would be responsible. Another is a magician whom Macros once told me of, named Nakor the Isolani. But again, I have reason to believe the Northlands would hold little interest for him. The only others who would be capable are Elgar and Makala, but Elgar has been quite busy with his students at Stardock. Leaving your only suspect is Makala. But why is he doing all of this? Why would he be pushing Delican into a war with the kingdom? If he was ingenious enough to get within the caverns, he would still need a considerable help achieving his final objective, a chamber containing an artifact of unbelievable destructive power, about which he has been indefatigably interested. I left behind a dragon to guard it, and even my powers would be sorely taxed in a single battle against a dragon her age, let alone one with the special capabilities of the one who sleeps under Sethanon. Once she is alarmed, she will no doubt summon help from a secret garrison of soldiers which King Liam ordered to remain in the region of Sethanon, soldiers whom Makala surely would have detected on his first visit, and intends to counter with Delican's Moradel troops. But that's why Prince Arutha sent us to find you. He's afraid that Delican is going to have magicians working at the siege at Northwarden. Maybe if we could stop him there. Unfortunately, I'm of no use to anyone at the moment, let alone Prince Arutha. In my blind haste to find Gamina, I used a magical artifact that would have been best left alone. We already know something about it. You said before that you were going to have to trust us, so you'll have to trust me now when I tell you that I think I can help. I hope for all our sakes that I'm not wrong about this. Pug shook as he lifted the jeweled cup of Rlnn Skrr, feeling power flare within the jeweled artifact. In ever-expanding circles, his consciousness stretched outward, touched to the minds of those with whom he traveled, finding awe, confusion, fear, pain, and knowledge. With jarring suddenness, Owen's mind was joined to Pug's, each dazed by the intimacy of the contact. Concentrate on what you know of spellcraft, Pug thought. I shall do the same, though in my debilitated condition I think I shall benefit more from this than you. Owen stirred and found that Gorath was standing over him, a look of concern on his face. I was wondering about you two, he said. How long were we out? Owen asked, sitting upright. 2 days, Gorath replied, smiling at Owen's startled reaction. It's a good thing you both had presence enough of mind to eat when I put food into your hands. Well, let's go ahead and rest. Now we have Pug in our party. He does have some rations. What does he have on him? He does have a crystal staff, which does need some more stuff in it. He has the Staff of Macros. The stave's appearance was deceptive. On first glance, it appeared to have more in common with a simple walking stick than a staff of power, but its exceptional balance would make it a superior fighting stick. Whoever had made it purposely concealed its magical properties. 10 plus strength, 25 plus strength, 25 plus skill, 15 plus skill, racial modifier, human, affecting player statistics. He does have a, wow, Ring of Brander with 100 uses left. Okay, he has a map. You have a map, so I don't know that we need both of those. I'll probably get rid of one of those. Let's go ahead and give you a 2. Let's go ahead and give you 4. Yeah, I'll give you all of that. Okay, so we got a little bit left over. But yeah, I think I'll get rid of the torches. If I've got a Ring of Brander with 100 uses on it, it's like, why? Why keep the other one? You can have the herbal packs, so everyone has some. And you need to have a stack of restoratives. He needs armor as well, and I do not have a spare set. Okay, so, Pug has 67 health, 72 stamina. Not as much as Owen right now. Speed 4, though. Same speed as Owen. And a strength of 12. Which is way, way lower than Owen's. Oh, that's great. Okay, defense 40, melee 39, accuracy 120%. Yeah, that's just a fixed thing. That he is just a great spellcaster. 45% assessment, 22% armorcraft, 25% weaponcraft, 37% barding, 46% haggling, 20% lockpicking, 45% scouting, and 42% stealth. He is going to be our weak link on stealth. And I do not have anything to give him for that. Yeah, you're going to go ahead and hold on to the cup, too. Other than that, other than picking up stuff, I don't think we really need to give him anything else. Yeah, no, I think we're okay on that regard. Spell-wise, yeah, it looks like they have the same spells now. Yeah, they have the same utility spells right now. Alright, the building was empty. The Pug was empty. At Pug's insistence, they conducted a quick search, but finding nothing of interest, soon left to resume their search. Okay. Alright, so, oops, I'm still on the road. I do not need to be on the road. There are some mana crystals back here. Let's go ahead and grab some. So I need to have stacks on both of them, ideally. And I might want to go run back and get the other staff that I left behind as well. I don't know if these will be useful later. I think we'll be, I mean to infer no rudeness, but where is our destination? We must find my daughter, Gamina. In my current state, I am unable to reach her mind. I know not of your travels, but I was not able to complete my search. Then we shall continue our random wanderings? I have no desire for our search to be random. Assistance may lie to the north at the pillar of Dotsavan, Lord of the Gates. While trapped, I found my mind focusing there. We know the pillar of which you speak. Then lead the way, my friend. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and get there, and let's just zip back up through here, see if there's anything else to get. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Let me run off the road and grab what we have in that one. So you're at 90, you're at 43, so Pug definitely needs the next batch that we come across. Okay. So I'll be doing a systematic search in a little bit. Were there anything else in these buildings that I wanted to get? 6 rations, I'll take those. I thought so. Nothing there. And a note. I do not need to... You know what? I'm going to leave the map, the second map behind, because I do not need 2 maps. Did I already get everything off of these? Looks like I did. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let me just get up to the pillars. And when we come back next time, we'll see if they have anything to say to us. See you next time, everyone.